Alright, now this will be Misfits Downfall. I love Misfits as much as I've been a fan from the very first start. Watched the very first one, paid all the pay-per-views, and watched every single event on the zone. And something's just not adding up. After Misfits 19, we had Slim versus Gib. Now, there was a couple of things that shouldn't really matter if Slim did win, which I would think. But Slim was the champ, right? Misfits champ, 7-0, undefeated. Gib's name was put first, Gib versus Slim instead of Slim versus Gib. And then not only that, but Slim walked out before Gib.
Boxers, I'm the referee. I spoke to you both in the dressing room. I obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch the heads, kick them punches up. And when I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Touch them up.
And usually the challenger walks out before he takes on the champ. I knew that kind of wasn't going to make a difference, right? We're going to make this fight happen. So I think that Slim thought, all right, you can have all that. You can be the A side, right? But then we see tweets about Mams Taylor and Slim and maybe his team about asking for more money or that. But I have a feeling, why wouldn't that be a factor for Slim? Why wouldn't business be a part of something that, would take place in a big fight just like this? You're supposed to be Misfits champ. You're supposed to be a peer. Gib's never fought on Misfits before. Slim's never even had a pay-per-view, or not even a pay-per-view, a headline fight like this before. And then just to give it all to Gib, and just give it clearly all to Gib. Clearly, on the promotion side. But then we have JJ, KSI, rooting for Slim to win, but I think it was just all a facade to maybe KSI didn't want to fight Slim. I don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of conspiracies going around. Let me just connect the dots real quick and see what's going on. But now they're saying, Misfits is saying, Mams Taylor is saying that Slim, I don't know how many fights he has left on his contract, but he still has contract left. But they're saying that he can just be a free agent at this point. I don't know how much money Slim was asking for. I don't know what was going on with negotiation details or whatever happened last minute or what contracts were signed. But that's supposed to be advanced, right? So we thought. I wasn't a Slim fan. I know a lot of people weren't Slim fans. I wasn't a Slim fan until he became a good guy in the scene. He took out Face Temper in the very first one. And we're like, all right, yeah, damn, Face Temper, Jesus Christ. Now we got Slim to deal with. And then we got these storylines kind of that built up Slim's resume. And a lot of us, including me, have grown to love Slim and like the way that he boxes and the way that he entertains people regardless of in the ring. So I thought that was just a little bit of a smack in the face to him, even though he lost. And then I'm sure, and then after that they were saying, Mans was saying that, Gib won by dominant performance. I mean, yeah, Gib did win. I would say that Gib did win. I'll put it to Gib. He won. But dominant performance. Not only that, you're dropping Slim from your roster. Do you think Gib gives or cares less about returning on Misfits, on fighting anybody else on that roster? He could care less. He came to rinse the money. You gave him the bonus. Who else knows how much money you gave him? You probably paid, I'm pretty sure that Misfits probably paid Gib a lot more than Slim. I'm pretty sure. And why would it be wrong for Slim to ask for a little bit more? You are Misfits champ. You are supposed to be, the one that they look after, the one that they care for. But they dropped him. We just heard that Dean has been ripped from his belt from the lightweight division. No longer fighting Cray Cray. And I knew it wasn't going to be Dean pulling out or refusing to fight Cray Cray because of the skill or anything like that. It makes sense that the champ of Misfits from day one, from Misfits 1, he is the champ after you made up this whole tournament for whoever wins the tournament to fight Dean the Great. Why would it be wrong for him to ask for a little bit more? Instead of that, no negotiations were done. As the interview with Fred, they weren't here for negotiation tactics. They gave you an offer, and if you don't want the offer, we're stripping the belt. And the contract says, I think it's 1 or 2 more fights. And if he does have those fights, then he no longer has the championship or the champion title over his head. But like Dean said in the interview, belts don't feed people. The trophies they're not paying the bills. So what's the point? So Dean said he's getting paid regardless of whoever he fights, whether it's a bum, whether it's Lil Cray Cray, whatever. But Dean was saying, why wouldn't I get a little bit of a bonus for being Misfits champ, for being here since the first card, and then taking on pretty much who you built up to be the next Misfits champ. Why wouldn't I get a little bit of a something for my troubles? I think this will be definitely Misfits Downfall. As 2 good fighters, 2 great fighters. One undefeated, now one who is just recently lost to who we all might think that is one of the biggest top 5 influencer boxers that there is. But what happens when this keeps happening to most of their big fighters? What are we left with? Umber versus Korn 3? Ginty versus Halal Ham 2? Like, I'm not gonna lie, Umber versus Korn was actually entertaining, but what's next? Like, we're gonna lose Dean, we're gonna lose Slim. Are we gonna lose Hop Hobby? Are we gonna lose King Kenny? Who knows? We might lose King Kenny after this. Who knows? I don't know. It's just a big smack in the face, not only to me, but I think to a lot of the fans who have grown onto Dean and Slim. I know that Misfits made them to who they are today, but it's like, why wouldn't you take care of your fighters? And another thing is, I know the amount of money that Slim made between all of his fights and the amount of money that Dean made between all of his fights, probably put together, was not the amount that Tommy Fury got paid to fight KSI on the Prime card. But they're still bringing Tommy Fury back to fight Darren Till and paying him for that. He of course he dropped out, but this was the plan, was to, if he won the Darren Till fight, he got paid. Next thing you know, he's got the KSI fight. He's getting paid. So it's like, how much money are you actually paying Tommy Fury, but not paying the people who have been here and like making cards, such not only pay-per-views, but some of the other cards that Slim has been on that are not pay-per-views, entertaining nonetheless. It's crazy to think about. It's crazy to even see this going down this hill. We're getting this trajectory of Misfits going up here to down here to doing this zigzag. Now we're up here. Now it's just, what's going on? So whatever happens January 18th, I have no idea. But I think Tommy Fury is out. Darren Till's fighting somebody else. We have no idea. And I've never been more on Wade's side at this point. And I hope the HS Tiki doesn't get arrested or whatever he's got going on over there. Whatever he's doing, he's running away. He's hitting and running to Dubai to get away. Like, that don't sound good. But Misfits, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.